Yeah, hi guys, welcome to MG YouTube channel, and thank you so much for always coming to watching my videos. And in today's video, I'll be doing the second episode on what I had alluded earlier. That is on what you need to know when you want to write your research concept. And before we go straight to the video, kindly consider subscribing, leave a sweet comment, and tell me what you think about this video. So without further ado, let's head to the video. When you're writing your research concept, there are a few things that you need to know. Number one, remember the concept must have a cover page and the body. So let's look at what you need to know, what you need to indicate in your cover page, that is. The first thing that you need to know is that the cover page must have the research title here. Indicate there the area you're researching on, and it should also have your name and admission, and it must be submitted to your department. Finally, the cover page must have a date, so those will form part of the cover page. So what are you supposed to know when you're writing your body, research body? So there are a few things that you need to know. Number one, the research will have what we call the background of the study, giving a detailed information on the area you're researching on. And in that background of the study, you'll be expected to state what motivated you to do that research. So after writing that background of the study, you will head straight to the problem statement and justification. You will be expected to tell the listeners or to defend your concept and tell them why you want to research on that area. After stating the problem and justifying whatever you're doing, you will be expected to at least state the purpose of the research. The research. So after stating the purpose of that your research work, you will be expected to give the general objective and the specific objective. Remember, whenever you're writing those, the specific objective, it must have, it must be at least 4. Normally, we are being encouraged to have at least 4 research objectives, and ensure they are smart. Yeah. So after writing your research objective, you will head straight and look at what we call the research questions. And the research questions always comes from the research objectives. So when you have 4 objectives, remember the research objectives will also be 4. So after writing the research objectives, you'll be expected to expound more on the hypothesis, and the hypothesis is also coming from whatever is in the research questions. Finally, you will be expected to have the significance of that work. Yeah, how significant, how relevant is that work to the scholars, to the policymakers, to the management, yeah, and so on. So after writing the significance, you can go ahead and tell us the what we call limitation and the limitations and assumptions. They're optional depending with the institution you were studying. So after that, you will do what we call the methodology part. And in the methodology part, that is where you will be expected to tell more on the area, the study area, where do you want to carry that research. And it will be followed with the population, study population, the number of, or the area you are going to research on, that is the study population. Who are you going to get information from. And after that, you'll be expected to expound more on what we call as the research design. What kind of method are you going to use in collecting data? And finally, how will you analyze those data? Remember, we have so many techniques. We have interviews, we have questionnaires, so many tools that you can use to collect data. And how will you analyze them? Mostly people use SPSS and all that. So you will be expected to know and defend it that way. And before I conclude, you will be expected also to give a reference. And remember, when you're editing, the document must be in New Times Roman, and it has to be in font 12, and a spacing should be 1.5. And finally, when you're doing your referencing, remember it has to be cited. Yeah. So have the name first and the year it is. So thank you, and that I think is all for today. And see you in my next episode on research proposal. Bye bye.